none, but a member of every son. 9 rounds of endless fun. Here I lay with a loaded gun. Now I'm forced to close my eyes, counting seconds to ease my mind. I will rest when time is mine. I will rest when time is mine. Hell and heaven bridged together, spinning every wheel within. Saints and sinners share a mother, harvesting my only dreams. I'm awake, the city sleeps. My ears to the busy street. Through the mist, my daydreams creep. Reminisce a time of sleep. With every word in which I speak, my voice silent, but still it needs rest tonight when time is mine. I will rest when time is mine. Hell and heaven bridged together, spinning every wheel within. Saints and sinners share a mother, harvesting my only dreams. Hell and heaven bridged together, spinning every wheel within. Saints and sinners share a mother, harvesting my only dreams. Hell and heaven bridged together, spinning every wheel within. Saints and sinners share a mother, harvesting my only dreams. Did you get to see all you wanted to say? Did you get to?
There we go. We're getting this party going. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Grudge here. Hope you're having a good day. So, yeah, we're going to finish off this campaign in World of Warcraft and see what we can get accomplished. All right. Just final touches here. Yeah. All right. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, I think. But, yeah, welcome to the stream. So, if you're new to the channel, I'm Grudge. Yeah, been at this a while, I guess. But I took a long break, and now I'm back again. So yeah, we'll see what we can get done. But yeah, I think I got everything set up properly now to where things should be streaming properly across all the various platforms. So here we go. Yeah, I've been playing a paladin. My intention is to main healing, but you know, I don't want to quest as holy, so I'm just questing as Ret and all that. And Ret's fun. It's, you know, behind other specs and in damage and such right now, but I mean, they've got a big patch coming on March the 17th that's supposed to balance things. Who knows? We'll see. Paladin could get some love, and everything could be a-okay. I mean, there's still some. The more I research it, there's still some issues that are going on that they're not going to fix because they'd have to do a class redesign to make it happen, and it's a little late for that. Alright, so talk to Decimus. Hello, Decimus. There we go. Oh shit. Cinematic. This looks like an important one.
Nexus King. Zalatath is supreme. Join us, or be consumed. My ethereals will never be found again! Zalatath, be damned! Retreat! Run now!
Stay. Let this pointless resistance be done.
Zalatath.
For eons, you and your people have been slaves, fed scraps. But I offer you a freedom beyond imagining.
Empty promises. What do you know of our suffering?
They say that I am the harbinger of the void. That I am the blade of the Black Empire that was. There have been many tales told about me. But I'll tell you the truth no one living has heard. Once, long, long ago, I was mortal, like you. I lost my world, just like you.
Enter the shadow for these things.
I drowned in hatred and vengeance, just like you. But the one thing I've learned over in eternity is that survival is all that matters. What I'm about to do ensures survival for all our kind.
Our kind?
You are one of us. You are void now. You may flee, but only I offer a true path forward. Survival and more is at my side. And you can lead them all. The choice is yours. Now, midnight shall fall upon Azeroth.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, these cinematics, I haven't watched a lot of them yet, so I do tend to shut the hell up for them. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't done the campaign in this, you're seeing it. So, I don't tend to stop and read out everything, but I do tend to watch the cinematics a bit. Alright, so, what do we got here? Stay a while and listen. Okay, well, you know, we could do that, I guess. Blah, 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 blah. Tell us more. So, I hope everyone's having a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is for you. I am based out of the UK now, so, yeah, I know the voice gives it away. You know, dead giveaway. I kind of stick out like sore thumb here. So, yeah. But, no, it's currently 8:42 a.m. for us. So in the U.S., it's 3:42 in the morning for you. Most people are sleeping. So I don't expect a large U.S. audience at this moment. But you just never know. But, yeah, we're currently on all the platforms, basically. Hello, baddies. Taste my axe. I mean, sword. I have a sword. Oh, look at that. We gotta collect things. Take a hammer to the face. You know, as you do. And a big bonk hammer to the head. Oh, no, Boy, should I stand on that? You know, looks like I should stand on that. Do I really need to destroy that? Probably not. Let's see here. So if I look at my quest log, we have 15 of 17 chapters done, so. We're nearly there. My one playthrough of the campaign. And then I'm going to cheat on the rest of my characters. And, not do this again. Oh, crap. That might be a side quest that I just accepted. Hello. Horde person. Possibly a hunter? You know? You look like you could be a hunter. Poor bastard. Yeah, they've done some recent, the last batch of nerfs that went out, they were kind of harsh to hunters, and so has not happy days if you're a hunter, but who knows? On the 17th of March, they could change all that. It's hard to say. I mean, it's possible. No guarantees, but possible. We need to clicky on the thingy. Oh, hey. You are glowy. That must mean I need to interact with you. Yep. Yeah, I see our little progress bar we got going on down here. You, sir, will take that to the face. So, instead of using this content to level, I essentially use dungeons because, you know, even if you, for the most part, I was healing during those dungeons. So my queue times were pretty much instant. But even if you were a DPS, it still didn't take that long. You know, this guy looks big and scary. Let's go piss him off. How's that? I want to see what we got here. Is this guy even going to be remotely challenging, as big and scary as he looks? Not really. Nothing we can't handle. Nothing we can't handle. Frame rates and all that, it seemed to be good for Computer usage, 4.8%. That's not bad. So, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I do feel a bit of lag, though. I gotta be honest. Of course, that could be this zone, too. You know, not that, I mean, Blizzard would never have any kind of bugs or anything going on. Never. There's been a lot of things so far that classes have been... Some classes have been a bit buggy and broken, like Mistweaver Monk. $86%, so we're getting there. Let's go find some more stuff to free, more stuff to kill. Hello. So, you want a piece of me, huh? Well, I'm gonna give it to you. How's that? One thing, as a paladin, you do have a lot of tools to live, so... But my intention is to be Holy Paladin and Raid and, you know, like Mythic Boss and stuff, so... Provided, and this is all, you know, provided they don't nerf it to the ground or something like that. I mean, right now for M+, the meta is going to be Resto Druid for healers. I don't mind Resto Druid. I have one. He is level 90. If I gotta play it, I will. It's not my favorite playstyle. It's okay for me, but the fun factor, it's not quite there with you know, healers like Holy Paladin or Holy Priest. I like the more I see damage, you know, I see health bars drop, I hit a powerful ability, and I bring them back up, you know. Versus constantly prepping, and that's the thing, is like putting all the hots and everything as a druid. You basically are just chasing behind your party, constantly adding, you know, putting hots, because these things don't last that long. So yeah, you basically just chase them behind them, hotting them up, and then if somebody takes damage, then you're using like one quick heal that you can do, and which empowers your next hot that you put on. You have regrowth that you can sit there and cast over and over and over again, and that's your spammable heal. Holy Light on for the paladin. It's you can drain your mana in a hurry with it, but it's a massive heal. It's like almost lay on hands territory. So with that's kind of the way of the paladin right now, is you have some very powerful heals at your disposal. However, you will suck your mana dry in a hurry if you overuse them. So I do need to level my monk yet, which I will do by way of healing. That is another possibility. So I guess I haven't officially decided my main yet. It's not necessarily going to be this paladin. My concern, of course, like, you know, whenever you're trying to do something, if you just want a DPS, finding a main is a lot easier. Okay, do you want melee or do you want ranged? Alright, who sucks, who doesn't? Now, if you go by the meta, you could be Demo Lock, which I love playing Demo Lock. I've waited a long time for Demo Lock to be a thing. The problem is, I think on the 17th of March, I think they're going to totally nerf that into the ground. Because historically, I've been playing this game since 2004. And I have never, ever, ever known Demo Lock to be good for any extended period of time. You know, a one-off, yeah. It's like, okay, they got buffed or something was broken, and I think, I'm trying to think what the raid was, but I can recall a raid that Demo Lock for a short period of time until they nerfed it was like the highest single target damage in the game. So they were actually getting some raid time. But, you know, it was short-lived. So I just can't imagine them starting a new expansion letting Demo be 20% more powerful than everything else. I mean, if I was just going to DPS and they didn't nerf it, would I play Demo Lock? Yeah, it's a good chance I would. Because it's fun. I do enjoy it. I also have been enjoying Mage. Now, Mage, they have already nerfed it. And they didn't nerf it into the ground. It's still good. So, if you've got 3 Mage specs and all 3 are fun to play. Even Fire has been buffed to the point now that it's pretty good. It just depends on what playstyle that you prefer now with Fire Mage. Between Fire, Frost, and Arcane, do you like? I think on higher end content where you're gonna have a tank pulling all the things, you know, I could see Fire shining because their damage outside of combustion is still shite. So. But if you're with a group that's going to play around your combustion window, which I mean, I think it was it's a 1 minute cooldown on combustion, so it's either 1 or 2 minutes. It's no more than 2 minutes. But yeah, if you're going to play around your combustion windows, then and group everything up, then yeah, you get those flame strikes rolling, and you can do some damage as a Fire Mage. But I will say, if you're considering playing Mage, your best option is going to be Frost. And why do I say Frost? Well, it's easy damage. It's fun. Arcane it's good, but is it as much fun as Frost? No. It's very one direction. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. I'm sorry, One Direction. Oh, you don't know you're beautiful. So, yeah. It's just like with Arcane, you basically are hitting Arcane Barrage, Arcane Blast, and Arcane Orb. It's like, okay, blast, blast, blast. I've got my 20 stacks of my buff. Okay, Barrage, Orb. Blast, 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 Barrage, Orb. Oh, I've got my instant casts, fully powered barrages. Let's spam those. Oh, I got my 3 of those off. Okay, now we're back to blast, blast, blast. And I mean, you have your 2 cooldowns that you're throwing in there. But it's basically, with the current build, you don't stagger those. You don't even have to you just pop them both at the same time. And one's on a 1.5 cooldown, the other one's like 3 minutes. Or, it's like 45 seconds, the other one's like twice as long, or just over twice as long. So you basically you want to wait until those 2. Use one, you never use one without the other, and then the mini cooldown, you're using that every 45 seconds. So you're using, essentially, you've got 2 cooldowns, so that's 2 buttons. You've got your Blast, Barrage, and Orb. You got 5 buttons that you're actively using. Outside of that, you're keeping your defenses up, your arcane shield and all that good stuff. So there's not a whole hell of a lot to it. And at first it's fun where you're spraying out all these orbs and you've got arcane splinters shooting around, and it seems cool. But just play it for about 3 days, and then all of a sudden the shininess wears off, and it just gets to be super, super repetitive and kind of boring. So that's at least my take on it. I found that over time it got boring, because there really is no other variance outside of that. You do the same exact thing for single target or multi-target. It matters not. Every great now and then you throw out an arcane orb to generate arcane charges. Now Frost, you're shattering. The whole idea is you're basically freezing and shattering enemies, and it's just, I don't know, feels more reactionary, which is a playstyle I find fun. Alright, well, we're slowly but surely getting to this campaign. But yeah, I just want to say welcome to the channel if you're new here. I don't beat this drum very much, as you can probably tell, but if you enjoy the content, consider liking, subscribing, following, subbing, all those kind of things. It's always appreciated. Ooh. Whee! Oh, what do we got here? I'll bonk that thing once, so I get my shot in there. Yeah, we'll see what they do with Ret Paladin. I mean, they could buff it to the moon and make it to where, it's truly good. A really good video that I'd watched, he spoke about, we don't really have an identity as a Ret Paladin right now. As he stated, and it's very true, some classes are good. You're not going to be good at everything. No class is going to be, the best single target, the best AoE. You're going to be somewhere, you're going to have something you're good at, something you're okay at, and something you're bad at. The problem is Ret doesn't have amazing single target. They don't have amazing AoE. There's really not that one thing that they excel above other classes at. So that's really the issue, is they don't have that identity of, being good at that thing. And why do you want to be good at a thing? Well, you got to have a raid leader's got to have a reason, or a Mythic Plus, person putting a group together. They've got to have a reason to take you instead of, okay, why am I going to take a Ret Paladin when I could take a Feral Druid? I mean, Feral Druid's got battle res. We've got battle res. Yeah. We do offer Devotion Aura, so that's a 3% damage reduction. But, I mean, is it that big a deal? Maybe on the highest keys, 3% could make a noticeable difference. So it's kind of hard to say. It's not like, woo. I mean, compare Devotion Aura to give him Mark of the Wild, which is versatility buff, which improves damage and defense, versus just 3% damage reduction. Well, that versatility buff gives, not only helps, it helps my damage output too. Well, Devotion Aura doesn't help my damage output. Maybe helps keep me alive, because dead DPS don't DPS, you know. So that's one thing. If you're a new player, just remember, dead DPS don't DPS. You do 0 damage. So, is it a higher priority to move out of a mechanic and live, or try to get that one extra swing in there? Probably a good idea to get the hell out of the mechanic, you know? Because if, first off, are you even worthy of battle resing? You know, if you're bottom of the charts, why are we going to waste a B-res on you? You weren't pulling your weight anyway, so you would have to be doing, you know, a reasonable amount of damage to use a resource like a battle res on you. Because they're not infinite, they're finite. I know, I sounded intelligent right there, so please forgive me. Somewhere tucked in this gourd of mine there are a few brain cells floating around yet. Not that many, but there's a few. I feel like I'm finally getting close to having this campaign complete. Once we complete the campaign, then, you know, we can have access to things like world quests, and, you know, I can actually worry about gearing my person. In a perfect world, I would be reasonably geared for when heroic difficulty rates come up. I want to be ready for that. I want to have my AOTC within the first 2 weeks of the raid being out. That's kind of where I'm at. I want to find that group of people, and maybe the guild I'm currently in, maybe they're that group. I don't know them well enough yet. Once I moved to the UK, I did have to start over on my characters. On the US, I have max level everything. I know how to, you know, obviously now, that's not the case because the level cap has been raised. So, you know, but I did have max level everything in the US. And I came to the UK and then I had none of those things. I had to start completely fresh. There's a few classes that I haven't really messed with yet. We need one more of these splinter things and then we're good to go. Hi. I'll bonk that for you. How's that? You look like you might be struggling there, bud. I'm just gonna hook you up. Maybe I'll get the resource I need. You just never know. I think it's kind of hard to kill, actually. There you go. I guess I could heal myself up, huh? I'll just use lay on hands, why not? I don't even anticipate actually needing it in an emergency situation anytime soon, so might as well. That's an easy way to pop your health bar back up to full. Alright. Well. Another quest up here, I think. I didn't pick one up. Hello there, Big Betty. I am gonna kick your ass now, if you don't mind. I mean, if it's okay with you, do I have permission to touch your person? That's the kind of world we live in now, right? Do I have permission to touch you, Mr. Monster? I don't want to invade your personal space and make you feel uncomfortable. But I hope everyone's having a great day. If you want to chime in, chat, and say hello, feel free. I don't bite. At least, not without you telling me to. And that, who knows, anything's possible. Okay. I do think I am going to take 5 and refill my coffee and stuff and use the restroom. So I will be right back here in just a moment.
Say all you wanted to say. And when you pray, what did you pray for? Release from this temporary. Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me screaming? Is there a reason to why I'm a dreamer out loud. I'm the voices in the crowd. Can you hear the silent sounds as I'm screaming out now? I've never been heard, still hearing every word. It's been so long. Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me screaming? Is there a reason to why I'm here? 'Cause I now felt so lost, I can never hide it all. Give me a reason to why I'm here. I've been so far from home, I've done it on my own. Lost hope in everything, been out of control. Now I have hold of this, the last thing on my list, to never turning back, a life I'll never miss. Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me screaming? Is there a reason to why I'm here? 'Cause I now felt so lost, I can never hide it all. Give me a reason to why I'm here. Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me screaming? Is there a reason to why I'm here? Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me screaming? Is there a reason to why I'm here? Is there anybody out there? Can you hear me screaming? Is there a reason to why I'm here? 'Cause I now felt so lost, I can never hide it all. Give me a reason to why I'm here. this way, there was no reason. So many things to say. When can he breathe again? Watching the memory fade with broken wings. Watching the memory. Fingers crossed, but don't drag your feet through this walk, 'cause you would hate to get your ankle caught. Watch the perfect pass you by. They'll get in line and soon forget we get the same surprise on the other side of. If we're all a part of time, then you've already wasted mine. So close to the end of our lives. If we're all a part of time, then you've already wasted mine. Keep holding until I compromise. I found control and the things you stole. Don't forget who you've told, 'cause they'll deny when the angels cry. The sound of fire, the silent side of. If we're all a part of time, then you've already wasted mine. So close to the end of our lives. If we're all a part of time, then you've already wasted mine. Keep holding until I compromise. Why would you try to find something new? How did I end up following you? If everything I say is wrong, the silent side of you is gone. If we're all a part of time, then you've already wasted mine. So close to the end of our minds. If we're all a part of time, then you've already
There we go. We'll just do it that way. All right, so we're just getting back here. So one moment. All right, here we go. Now I just got to kill this music. And there we go. All right, sorted. All right, I am back. Had to use the restroom and all that kind of stuff. So, welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you for being here. Hope you're having a great day. If there's any issues with the stream, feel free to chime in the chat and let me know. I try to provide reasonable quality, Doesn't always work out that way. Oh, okay. Combine fragments. We can do that. We can combine things. So, what I'm currently doing is just basically finishing up the WoW campaign. And then, yeah, I mean, other people have already done this, long time ago. The first probably 24 hours of early access, they just powered through it and got it done. I have not been going at it that hardcore, so, when you have things in life that get in the way, right? Alright, what do we got to do here? Dark Splinter slain. Well, I am pretty good at killing things, so I don't anticipate that being a problem. We can do that. That's provided I'm even killing the right thing right now. We'll find out as soon as we loot if all of a sudden I'm getting Dark Splinters or something, Let's see, do I end up getting anything? Yeah, these things look like they just respawn, so. And we'll heal up a bit. Use my stuff defensively a bit. As you do sometimes. 9 out of 15 Dark Splinter. Yeah, it's just gotta be in here schwacking things. My AoE looks impressive, but realistically the damage that you do is not that high. Oh, now we gotta schwack the big one. Gotta schwack the big one. So we'll do that. Let's build up my Word of Glory, my Holy Power, so I can Word of Glory back up full health. Easy peasy. All lemon squeezy. So, once I get this complete, then I can do things like world quests. That's the big thing, is just getting world quests and everything unlocked. And I'm sure in order to access the raid, you typically need to finish the campaign.
You are, and you will drag him into the darkness. I never wanted you to see this.
Ruh-roh. I've got to be awfully close to getting this done. Then it's going to be all about item level and getting ready for the raid. You know, being as prepared as I can so I can get into a group. I mean, being a healer is already a step in the right direction. Considering a Holy Paladin is prospectively going to be one of the meta specs and everything that you're going to take into the raid for progression. So, I got that going for me. The question is, will there be a crap ton of other Holy Paladins, you know? But we'll see about this, huh? Alright, we need to talk to her. Yep. Out of curiosity here. Nah, it's still 15 out of 17. So, for those of you that are watching that have already completed this, you know probably a lot better than I do how close I am to having this campaign wrapped up. I feel like it's got to be pretty close. Oh. You want to fight, huh? Okay. I got you. There you go. I was trying to help you. And you wouldn't... Oh, a side quest. No. No. I don't do side quests. I don't think I've... Maybe there was one that snuck in there that I happened to pick up while I was doing something else that was a main quest. But no, I don't enjoy questing enough to actually do side quests. I would rather do dungeons. Oh, no. You don't need my help. You want me to get a flippin' side quest. Negative. We will not be doing that. Alright, there we go. Main quests only, please. Renown 3. Oh my. I think that's the third or fourth faction or group that I've gotten renown with so far. I don't like rep grinding, by the way, either. So just to let you know, I'm not that guy who. There's really got to be something beneficial. Oh, okay. I think I gotta. Yeah, that's all it is. I gotta grab the things, go dump it in there. Whee! There we go. Very exciting indeed. Ten out of 15. Hope everyone's having a good day. So, well, taking a bit of damage there. Had to use my lay on hands. Oh my. There we go. I think maybe that puts a dot on me that I have to run in here and do the business too. Okay. What we got going on here? Revealed Decimus. Okay, talk me into it. Dun 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 dun. Very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Now, the one aspect of things that is new is I am multi-streaming. So for those of you on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, hello. Hope you're having a great day. I don't typically address everyone individually while I just do general talking. It's all just one stream to me, so. So yeah, that's kind of the way of things now, is you get yourself out there to as many audiences as possible. Trying to grow this thing a bit. And speaking of that, if you enjoy the content, you know, likes and subscribes and follows and subs and all those things are appreciated. I don't have a Patreon. I don't think I have a Patreon. Maybe I do. I'm not sure if I set one of those up or not. If I did, it was a long time ago when I thought I was going to do this for a living. Now we got to talk to this bloke right here. Hello, Mr. Bloke. Yeah, a lot of little piddly fetch quests kind of stuff going on at the moment. I mean, some of the quests have not been terrible by any stretch, but... This doesn't, this segment here is anything too amazing. Just try to rifle through it as rapidly as possible. I don't tend to stop and read things, but I do tend to watch the cinematics. Oh, it's the end, huh? Yeah, I don't really want to make this place my home. I've got to be getting close to the end, because, I mean, if I'm making it in my home, then, that seems like final touches, you know? Yep. Okay. What do we got here? Scout the Devouring Citadel. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. We got a thingamajigger here, apparently, that we gotta... Okay. We just gotta go click on our thingamajob there. I'm not expecting things to attack me. I'm sure there'll be like some little eyeball things you gotta dodge, you know, and avoid, because they'll see through you. Now we got a speed boost, I think. And something about absorbing void energies, so some type of heal maybe. Okay, we cloak ourselves. Okay. Lay of the Beast. Let's see what we got here. Stay a while and listen to Eretor. Scout the devouring citadel. Oh, we can fly. I feel so dumb. Feel very dumb. So, aha. There we go. This whole time I could just fly. Well, that makes things a little easier. Whee! We'll cloak ourselves just for the hell of it. 3 out of 3. Hope everyone's having a great day. You're enjoying the stream today. I mean, I enjoy doing it, so, you know, that's half the battle right there, huh? Here we go. Oh, I am hoping to have this campaign done this morning, honestly. Let's see where I'm at. 16 out of 17 complete. So I'm on the last chapter. Yeah, so it's nearly done. Last chapter I'm doing. I'm guessing that I'm just kind of running around discovering things that will pertain to the raid. So, probably just unlocking the raid at this point. We'll do a bunch of things. They'll chase me around. I'll do a bunch of investigation. And then eventually it'll be, oh, you must go into the blah, blah, blah and defeat the forces. And that'll be the raid unlock, and that'll be the end of the campaign. I say this because that's kind of the way it's always been in this game. That is the way of things in the wonderful world of the Warcraft. Yeah, there's a progress bar, so I do need to kill things. Yeah, so as I go along here, I take a bit of damage. I just use Word of Glory and glory myself back up. I need 4 of these things. Here, you know what? We might as well just aggro all the things, shall we? Aggro all the things. Life as a paladin, just give myself immunities. I mean, it's definitely a fun class to play. You know, it's flashy and everything. It's just, in a lot of respects, you hit like a wet noodle. You know. Found me a cosmetic. Oh man, hold me back. Hold me back. I'm not against cosmetics. Some of the stuff's kind of cool, I guess. Got a couple of little dots up here, and I'm thinking as I do those, I will complete other things. Like this progress bar. Take that, bad guy. Oh, but I gotta free some guys, huh? Yep. 6 of them, in fact. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Really? I was gonna let you live. They forced my hand now, so, you know. Fine. There. You're dead. I hope that made you feel better. Oh, I gotta do 4 of these things too, huh? Okay, we can do that. Where's another one? There's another one. I don't care if I aggro the whole place, honestly. Come on. Come on, baddies. Come and get some. You two, come join the party. There's room for you. I'll schwack you two. I was gonna let you live. Okay. There. You feel better now? That's my question to him. Did that help? Alright, let's just whack these guys real quick. Because I know they're not gonna let me click on the things unmolested, so. There we go. Clicky, clicky. Clicky, clicky, clicky. Fork. No, I'm not taking your quest. I was gonna free you, but no, I'm not doing your side quest. No, thank you. No interest whatsoever in doing side quests. Come on, let's go. All of you. Come on, all the things. Let's just go. There you go. There we go. We got more things. I mean, if we're going to do it, we might as well do it and get all the things. Let's see. Look, I healed. How about that? There you go. And 5 out of 6. One more of those to go. Here we go, over here. Oh, we're getting all the things again. Come on, come on, join the party. Here we go. Joke's on you, I'm full health again. How about that? So, welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you joining me. If you're new to the channel, just a good chance you are. I am Grudge. Yeah, been doing this for a hot minute. Just something that's a hobby of mine now. I just enjoy doing it, so. Alright. Complete quest. I've got Baldur's Gate all installed and everything, because that's what we're going to be playing with my mates later. I've never even done a playthrough on it. They've put hundreds of hours into the game, so they'll school me up on it. Oh. He wants to fight. Wasn't expecting that. I was about to puff on my vape and... Pretty good at fighting, so let's dance, huh? Ooh, boy, I don't know if I can avoid that stuff. That's pretty difficult. Okay. Oh, do I have to chase him and continue to kill him? Oh. Yep. Kind of looks that way. probably just like took on the void. Oh, I'm so close I could taste it. I just had that feeling that this is almost a done deal. And then I won't have to do it again. And eventually they'll release more content and we'll have to play through that. I imagine there'll be a new quest line when the raid after this one comes out or something. Oh man, more quests. Just what we wanted. Woo. Alright, what are we doing here? Alright, kill shit, kill shit. Okay, that's all it is. Just kill things. Come on. Let's dance. It's nothing personal. Boss says I have to do it. Hey, more shit to kill. There we go. Killing all the things. Alright, let's see here. Some sigil thing I gotta get here. Well, go get the sigil, why not? Because I'm sure in the process of doing that, we'll kill more things and accomplish the other stuff that we need. Okay. Okay. No, I don't have to use that. Okay. Probably gotta wait for a baddie to respawn so I can whip his ass. I guess I could open it, see if I can open this up. Hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, there we go. Whip this guy's ass real quick. Yeah, he's taking a bit of a beating. He's not going down that easy. I'll give him credit. He's trying to hang tough. Bada bing, bada boom. We're probably gathering all the void powers so we can go into the raid or something. Let's see. So I need to slavering Ultra Dawn. Oh, okay. So these things. I do have to kill them. Okay. That's what I thought. Gotta kill 5 of them. 5 of them. We'll find another one here. Oh, hey, what's this? Hello. I see I can click on you. Alright, little ankle biters, come here. very exciting. Alright, I need to find one of those big scary ones again. As you do. Oh look, a plant. Let's pick it. That's kind of one of my primary money makers in this game is gathering herbs. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Here, hello, sir. I must kill you now. Sorry, it's nothing personal. Might as well heal myself up a bit, huh? Because dead DPS don't DPS. Oh look, I'm full health again, bud. How's that make you feel? Boom, heal yourself up again. Oh, look, we got more things. Alright, that's fine. They can join the party too. So, one thing I use is the Razer Naga Trinity mouse, and my keyboard's nothing amazing. It's a super cheap little keyboard. It's not mechanical or anything like that. All right, I need to whip your ass. I'll make this as quick and painless for you as possible. I'm not here to make you suffer. But I don't even know if my mouse died. I don't even know how I would handle that, honestly. I wouldn't really be able to play this game without it. I've been doing it that long, you know. That is kind of what I know. Okay, 4 out of 5 of them, so let's whack this guy. Come here. Oh, we got 2 of them. Sweet. Not quite what I had in mind, but we'll go with it. Why not? Make it a bit sporting, huh? Make it a little bit sporting. Trained professional here. Trained professional. Oh, look, flower to pick. Okay. Help me have the strength to get through this. Okay. You know what? Let's take a sip of coffee, shall we? I've got like 1 more hour of playtime until I have to get off this thing. Before I go pick my child up from school. All that good stuff. Well, if I can... Ah, I just missed it. Oh, okay, I gotta find you, okay. It wasn't about schwacking that thing. I need to have my dismount button somewhere handy. That's one thing I've slacked off on. Hello. Oh, go talk to somebody else now. Oh, flower. I mean, it's right there staring me in the face, you know. Might as well pick it up. Hello. Hey, how you doing? You having a good day? Hopefully you haven't been sitting there too long without me noticing the chat. I'm good. Trying to get this WoW campaign over with, and so I can get on to great things. But feel like I'm getting close. Anything new and exciting for you? Yeah, this is midnight, so I think I'm in the final couple steps here. That looks like Dawn of Reckoning. That's the last chapter that's I'm currently on. So yeah. But my intention is to heal, and depending on how they buff or nerf things on March 17th will dictate the healer I take to the dance. Unfortunately, because I'm going to try to be involved in mythic raiding at some point, that I really have to know I'm picking the best horse to take to that fight, you know? So that's kind of the way that works. So my intention is to do high keys and eventually mythic raiding, so... right now the meta healers going into Mythic Plus look like Resto Druid, Holy Paladin are the two top runners. But Mistweaver Monk, especially if they sort out the remainder of the bugs that are currently plaguing them, holding back their output, they could be a contender. Oh, you quit the whole... yeah, well, you know, to be fair, I took 1 year and like 2 months off from playing this game. So, yeah, basically, I moved to the UK to care for my wife. Her health was poor, and there was just no way I could attend to her needs and sit here and be involved in playing a game like this. Unfortunately, January 25th, she passed away, and I have a lot more time on my hands now. So this game is kind of... Oh, thank you. Yeah, this game has kind of been my escape from all of that, so... It's a good way to busy yourself, to get your mind off the bad things. But yeah, I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it. So far, it's not bad. I've been playing this game since 2004, so since the very beginning. And you know, I can't say that it's a bad experience so far. It's been pretty good. The nice thing is that I've noticed is, say someone like yourself, you say, you know, I really want to play World of Warcraft again. In the past, you had to buy battle chests and this expansion and that expansion. Oh, lowering the game sound? Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. That's the kind of feedback that I definitely need. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Yeah, I just started streaming again and all that good stuff. So I'm still getting my levels just right. But yeah, you know, the positive thing for people is, before you had to buy all the things. So we're talking hundreds of pounds, euros, US dollars, you know, whatever you buy. Obviously, I originally moved here from the US. So, but yeah, it was a huge investment. Now, all you have to do is I mean, if you want to play the newest content, you do have to buy the Midnight expansion. But outside of that, all you need is a sub. So if you pay your £12 a month or whatever, that unlocks all the content for you. So yeah, you're not stuck into. It kind of sucks because years ago, I mean, over the years, I have purchased everything, and so now you basically get it all for free. I guess they figured there's so much of it that it's just they can't justify making somebody pay 300 quid out just to play their game. Oh, okay. I liked Myst. This was fun. I have a Pandaren monk that I may end up maining. We'll see. I mean, it really just I'm still on the fence on that. The thing is that's special about that monk is the name of the character was kind of a little joke that my wife and I had. So I do feel a bit inspired to play that character. We always joked that whenever we got some cheap goods from like Walmart that it was made by Ling Pao, and we'd say like, "Oh, God bless you, Ling Pao, for making us affordable goods." And so yeah, the character's name is Ling Pao. And then I had my daughter do the appearance of it to make it like something her mom would do. So Ling Pao might. Oh, okay. Nice. I will admit that PvP has never been my strong suit in this game. I've rated at the highest difficulties. I can't say I've cleared a lot of high keys, honestly. That is something that's a bit newer for me. I've always been rating first, mythic plus second. But I'm trying to change that. Ooh, oh shit. What we got going on here? I got void chain looking things on me. I gotta run up here now. Oh, it's a fight. I've got to fight her. Oh, I used my interrupt there. So yeah, as far as my setup, it's just I have a Radeon 7800 XT graphics card, a Ryzen 5600 CPU, about 1,000 watt power supply in this thing, for a bit of overkill. And as far as like streaming gear goes, I would admit, in the U.S. when I lived there, I had the best of everything. I had the Elgato key lights. The Steam decks or Stream decks and all that stuff. And I'm a bit low tech now. I've got a Razer webcam. I use a free sonar by SteelSeries. Yeah, so it works like the Wavelength software from Elgato, which allows you to, like, for instance, my game sound was a bit loud. I was just able to go in, move a slider a few percent, and tone it down. But yeah, so one of the jobs I've had in life, I was a tech for Dell for 2 years. I was their graphics card expert, so to speak. And bang for the buck, I mean, and Radeon is still the way to go on. Oh, thanks. Radeon is still the way to go on graphics cards for price versus performance. Now, if you gotta have the best of the best, and you have deep pockets, then okay, yeah. If you have deep pockets and you want to pay the NVIDIA tax, then yeah, you could do that. The 5090 still right now is the most powerful graphics card on the planet. AMD has said that they're trying to develop a card that's going to compete with that for the next generation, but they tend to fall a bit short. Where Radeon tends to lack has always been drivers.
He is playing us for fools.
Decimus
Oh, okay,
is not
laptop,
our
no
enemy.
graphics card.
Blind.
You know, I mean,
You are all blind.
hey, as long as it suits your needs, that's all that matters. You know, if you're into gaming and all that, and you want to game on it, then yeah, you would probably want a laptop with dedicated graphics. Or there is a service called let's see, it's by Nvidia too, or GeForce. It's not GeForce Now. I think it is. I think it's GeForce Now. But the actually the streaming to where you can take any device and make it a gaming computer, like you could do it with a Chromebook, as long as your internet connection is decent. Yeah, you can turn virtually anything into a gaming computer these days. The fees for it aren't terrible. I mean, you do have to pay. They have a free version that's kind of okay. But the paid versions obviously are usually better. So yeah, hey, that's like me. I'm on a tight budget. Since I moved to the UK, I actually worked in law enforcement. Was the last job that I had in the US. So, I mean, I made okay money working for a sheriff's department. So that's the other aspect of life that I have done. So they want me to do a dungeon, I think, here. Talk to Ilaria, follower dungeon, optional. Alright, so I need to run Nexus Point. So, these follower dungeons... Thanks. These follower dungeons, they take forever. You could spend like an hour in this dumb thing. So my suggestion to everybody is go in here to your dungeon finder thing. Okay, go specific dungeons, and then here's the place we need, and go ahead and just queue up for it. The queue times are like 5 or 8 minutes, you know, they're... Oh, okay. But, yeah, you just queue up and everything. But, yeah, I mean, there's loads of ways to be involved in PC gaming. I think you can even play World of Warcraft on these things. Yeah, I like streaming. There was a point where, you know, when I had all the best equipment and everything, I thought I was going to make my living doing it someday. But, that really never came to be. But that's okay, because it's a hobby I enjoy. So that's the way I treat it, you know? Just something I mean, I'm going to play a game. I like to be a social person, so I might as well have a chat with some people. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm a Twitch affiliate, you know, so I get my 3 pence of ad revenue when I stream. Takes me about 6 months to a year to get my 50 quid out of Twitch with my ad revenue. So it's a hobby, you know. I'm definitely not paying any bills. That's okay. But I did have aspirations of greatness at first. But, you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's okay. I had a fish tank setup on my old setup. I had 2 koi carp. I had Bill and George. And I bought another camera, and it was the Bill and George cam. So whenever I would take a break or whatever, and step away, I'd use my little Steam Deck thing or Stream Deck and turn on the Bill and George cam, and then I go do what I need to do. So that was kind of a fun one. And then my daughter was really young at the time, you know, and I'd always tell her, you know, because unfortunately, I was in the United States at the time, and she was here, so we, we had been apart, and yeah, I'd always tell her I'm away because she'd watch my streams. Hey, you let me know if those fish play up or not. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the UK. This is home now. This is where my daughter's brother and sister are, and her aunts and uncles and family. That actually we actually care about each other. So my family in the U.S. we're not close. I mean, you're lucky if you hear from somebody at Christmas time. So yeah. I mean, the U.S. I mean, it has its perks, but what people don't realize is something like medical care. For what I went through with my wife, she was in the hospital for about 6 days before she had passed. And I would have over £200,000 in medical bills staring me in the face right now if we're in the U.S. Versus, obviously, our medical care is taken care of here, So you're not going to get the help. Yes, opportunity is there, but you're not going to get the kind of help that you'll receive here. So there's a lot of people that end up working their whole lives, having some medical issues, and then like declaring bankruptcy and losing everything over, having a heart attack. Like it could be something like that, because the insurance companies in the U.S. really enjoy going, "Oh, I'm sorry, we don't cover that. You're gonna have to pay the full bill." Yeah. So, yeah, it's just stuff like that. So it's not all wonderful. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the U.S. is a great place to visit because you can see everything. Here in the U.K., you've got a bit of countryside and this and that, but you have thousands of miles of countryside in the U.S., and you could go from a redwood forest to a desert to farmlands to back to a different type of forest. You're going to get all the different biomes, so to speak. So I was near Chicago, but I've lived in 13 U.S. states in 3 different countries. I was in the U.S. Air Force and stuff myself. My father was. I was actually born in Vicenza, Italy. So, yeah, on an army post, which is technically U.S. soil. So yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a, almost a bit of a gypsy, I guess. But no, it's just one of those things to where my father always had jobs to where we had to move, and the military between myself and him, and there was a lot of moving. So yeah, people don't. I've never had that. Oh, I lived in the same house my entire childhood. No. Every year, 2 years tops, we were moving. So there is something to be said about, like, my daughter. The house we're currently in is the second house she's ever lived. Yeah. The Great Lakes. You have Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, and Lake Superior. So I was only about a 45-minute to an hour drive away from Lake Michigan, which it's big. I've done quite a bit of fishing there. They have salmon and whitefish, and I guess there's sturgeon in there too, but lake trout and things like that. So it's good fishing. Yeah. Like I say, the U.S. is a great place to visit. I guess to our benefit, the British pound goes pretty far in the U.S. Because the pound's worth about 30% more than the U.S. dollar. So when I was on the other end of that spectrum, sending money every week or month or whatever to my wife and children, I'd take it right in the shorts every time. I'd send $300 US and it'd end up being 170 pound or 200 pound, Yeah. But I mean, the pound does go further, so I guess it's not all bad. But yeah, food costs in the U.S. are pretty silly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Washington is a beautiful place. Um, so I've been to both Washington D.C. the city, and I did my survival training in Washington State. So I was an aircraft mechanic, and part of our aircrew training was, well, there was no parachutes on my aircraft. Okay, you're in Poland? Nice. Hey, Poland's beautiful. You know? My nephew's wife, she came from Poland, and was showing some pictures to me. So yeah, it's a beautiful place. Bit of history there, you know. I was a big World War II nut, and so places like Auschwitz and stuff, I'm pretty well versed in. So it's like, yeah, there's the good, and then there's definitely some negative stuff. But now, I mean, oh yeah, I do. I really do. Me and my father, one of our favorite pastimes was watching all the old war films, especially like John Wayne and actors like that, Jim Carrey and John Wayne, and I'm trying to think something Grant, and it might be like Hugh Grant or something like that. But yeah, there was the old time actors. They just don't do it like that anymore. Oh, Botrix is like, oh, don't use so many cats. Okay, well, yeah. I've got this moderator thing. I guess, with Kick especially, you kind of got to have that. There's some shady stuff that goes on. You got to protect yourself so you don't end up getting banned. But yeah, I grew up watching those kind of things, and I've enjoyed that aspect of history. So yeah, I would love to visit Poland at some point, for sure. Right now, it's just me and my daughter getting ourselves situated again. Because, not being funny, my wife's the one that paid all the bills, so just making that transition over to where I'm taking care of things now. You would think it'd be difficult to set up a bank, but they make it challenging in this country. I'm surprised they didn't ask me for a DNA sample. Yeah. Pretty crazy. But, yeah, we'll get this here dungeon. I feel like this dungeon is just about the end of this campaign. It's getting awful close. Being on the last chapter and everything. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what I'll end up doing is, using Botrix as the service I use for my moderator. I'll tone that down a bit. There's actually a setting that I can go into, and if people use caps, it won't do that. So as soon as I get opportunity, I'll tone that down a notch. Because I don't need to have people banned and all that and blocked for silly stuff. Well, yeah, I appreciate you joining me today. It's been nice talking to you so far. How's the weather in Poland today? Is it getting warmer? It's still been cold in the U.S. from what I understand. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I try to be a decent person, even when working. When I was working in the jails and stuff with the inmates, I tried to treat them like human beings. Now, if I needed to be that guy that was not nice, I certainly had that capacity, but I always tried to be nice if they would allow it. I'm not the tiniest person Oh no! Oh, no, I'm stunned. Oh, I need to heal. But yeah, I'm like 6'2", and I don't know, about 13, 14 stone. So I'm not the smallest person out there. Not the biggest either. I mean, there's some Sasquatches out there. Oh crap! Oh! I want to live. I want to live. There we go. I've got to generate holy power to use my heal word of glory. That's kind of how it works out. Oh, okay. 10C, yeah, that's still. I mean, that's not terrible. I guess I still struggle with making that conversion in my head too, honestly. So in the U.S. in the area that I was in, it would be about minus. I think they're probably about -9 right now in Celsius. So they're still cold. Spring usually doesn't come until, oh God, late April, early June. It starts actually getting reasonably warm. So it takes a hot minute. So I'm just outside of Birmingham in the UK, in a place called West Bromwich. Yep. So right in the smack dab in the middle of the country. I can't wait to go to a place that my wife enjoyed called Weymouth. So it's a coastal city, like a vacation area or holiday area. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I got about half an hour left, and then unfortunately, well, I mean, I have to go pick up my daughter. I won't say unfortunately. I mean, that'd be a bit wrong to say that. But yeah, I got about half an hour, and then I'll go pick my child up from school. Given the events, recent events, she's doing half days at school right now, which is nice that they've been so understanding about the whole thing. But we're just taking it day by day right now. Oh, there we go. Now I got this debuff thing on me. So if you get that ring around your body, then you go stand in the intersection of the beams here, and that's kind of how that works out. There we go. Do a little bit of self-healing, help my healer out. Normally I would be the healer, but I'm just being a bit lazy at the moment. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I got the thingamajigger. I need an intersection here. Where is it? Okay. There we go. I just throw Blessing of Protection on my immunity. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the point. Oh, okay. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, unfortunately, like, they're just undertuned right now as Retribution. So they're just not doing the damage some other people are. Demonology Warlock right now is way overtuned, and they're gonna get nerfed. It's one of my favorite classes in specs to play, but I just know the nerf bat, they're going to get hit pretty hard. So I thought, well, why start it? Because they're going to go from first to worst. They're like 20% better than everybody else in damage right now. There's no way that's going to ride. And I've just never known Blizzard to allow Demo Lock to be good, that good. or good period. Usually, you know, at the best, or like middle of the pack on damage potential. But Paladin is fun to play. It's flashy, you know. You blowing all the things up. It's just they need a little help on tuning. And I watched a really good video yesterday. Yeah, it's pretty insane. So the thing is, every class needs to be good at something. Okay, that's their identity. And Paladin really, we're not good at something. We're okay at some things. We're really bad at others. We're just, you know, like I say, we don't have that, okay, this is the reason you bring a Paladin. We don't have that. I mean, if somebody does really awesome AoE and you're doing like mythic raiding and you've got a fight that there's loads of ads that need to be killed, and you know, hey, there are AoEs off the hook here, so you know, so we better take them at least for that fight. And yeah, you just, like I said, they need to tune it up a bit. No, Paladin needs a bit of help right now. I'm primarily going to be healing with it, so, but I don't want to do the, like, leveling and campaigns as a healer. That's too painful. You're just torturing yourself at that point, because you just, healer damage is not that great. So now a situation like this where I need to run a dungeon, you know, it would be fine to be a healer because your Q times could be instant. Yeah, Paladin healing is actually, they are really good at the moment. There is one thing that they changed that's not very popular, that they need to revert, that really hurt their group healing. But they were kind of overtuned. So they're still good. They just don't play as well. Like, if you played a Paladin right now, you'll just notice there's little quirky things that make them just a little clunky. Like, who wants to wait for an ability to be available? You know, you always want to feel like you have a button to press. You know, it feels fluid that way. There are times that I'm waiting for a second or two to have a button to press. It's not very often, but it does happen. Like, I could use both my judgments, and then I'll wait for my Blade of Justice here to come off cooldown. And it might take a second, you know. Yeah, so here's one of those moments. Okay. Yeah, I managed to have 2 judgments to throw out there, so you just, every now and then, you'll encounter something like that. It's not the end of the world, it's just a little bit of patience. But they weren't that way prior to their class changes going into midnight. Alright. Yeah, I probably have time for to do this dungeon, and then unfortunately I'll probably have to hop off of here. But that's okay, because I will be playing Baldur's Gate 3, I think, tonight with my friends. We'll see if the stars align, because they're in the U.S. I know my my mate, he's off today. I think he's off the next 4 days. He's a paramedic and a firefighter, so I think he's off in the rotation. So yeah, we'll see how. He talked about playing. He asked me if I had the game yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I got Baldur's Gate 3. So I think we're gonna play that. I'm not good at that game or knowledgeable about Baldur's Gate. It's pretty much I'm the clown that's gonna get us in all the trouble, you know. That will be my purpose. Troublemaker. Yeah, lovely. Thank you. Yeah, this is fun for me for sure. I've kind of driven myself crazy in the past though, to where I've been like such a quality nut that everything's got to be the absolute best clarity and blah 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 blah. And it's like my mates would be like, you know, your stream looks good, by the way. I'm like, no, it's not perfect. I saw that little glitch, you know. I saw that pixelation. It was there. Well, I've just reserved to the fact that there's, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. The stream police aren't gonna come in and shut me down, you know. Oh, we saw that lag, yeah. But no, this computer, it's doing a pretty good job for me. It's a mid-grade gaming PC, I would class it as. It would probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,200-1,500 pound to build this computer. Which in the days of $5,000 graphics cards, you know, that's actually not too terrible when your whole system costs a third of what people are paying for graphics cards right now. Which is pretty silly. There is no way I could. If I was making my living with that computer, then yeah, I probably have to pay the NVIDIA tax and get a 5090 and all that good stuff. But I'm not. So if people want to throw money at me and change that, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with it. But it's definitely not an expectation. So, oh, you got to joke around a little bit, right? You know, somebody independently wealthy in my office, my in my audience wants to share some of that money, I would not be upset. I'll go that far. I would not be angry. Like, all right, you talked me into it. Oh, we're near. We have one more boss after this guy, and then job will be done. Oh yeah, we got it. I'm not sure why we stand in this beam, but we do. I don't know if we do increased damage while we stand into it. Oh, he is stunned. Oh, look at that, me leading this group in damage, you know. I mean, when you're a trained professional. Yeah, I appreciate you. Definitely. No, this is a free environment to be in. I like to joke around though. Just you being here alone, keeping me company is payment enough. How about that? I mean, I can't complain too much. I've got a coffee, I've got a vape, I've got a stream going on, and one of my favorite games. So, life is good. And hopefully my child is having a good day at school. Ooh, there you go. Yep. I'm a fan. Definitely a fan. I enjoy the coffee. Yeah, my wife was definitely the tea drinker. I'm okay with tea. Yeah, I'm nothing against it. I can handle about 2-3 cups, and then I'm ready to get the coffee out again. There you go. I'll just shield myself and ignore the threat coming my way. I learned a long time ago you never put blessing or protection on the tank unless you want him to have no threat. All of a sudden, everything, especially the healer is usually the one to get his ass whooped when the tank loses aggro. So you bop the tank, then the healer gets his ass kicked and doesn't know why. You just play it off. I have no idea why they just came over and kicked your ass. Well, I've got the last boss coming up here. But no, I have to say, ever since my wife's passing, the level of support that I've received here has been pretty amazing. You know, so I'm very grateful for everything that's been done for me so here in the UK. Because Lord knows in the US, yeah, you lose somebody like that. The funeral expenses are ridiculous. And no one's going to be there to help you with it. So now I have my my visa out to stay here. And I don't see any reason why that won't get granted. I mean, definitely not trying to pull something shady, you know. It's all a legitimate thing, and that's like my initial visa to be here. It went through in record time because, well, obviously my wife did need care. You know, she did need someone to care for her. You know, we weren't exaggerating about the severity of her health. So. But no, I've always tried to live a honest life, you know. Alright, let's whip this guy's ass. Then I'll turn in the quest, and then I'll have to carry on with this wonderful show later on today, more than likely. It just might be in a different game. I'm not sure what time that my buddy, he's a streamer as well. He wasn't always a streamer, but we kind of both got into it at roughly the same time. A long time ago. We're a couple clowns, so we both worked at the same place, and we weren't allowed to speak there. So, and they wouldn't allow you to put a radio or anything on. It was like complete silence. And to piss them off, we would meow our favorite songs. So, yeah, they didn't like me a lot when I started doing that. That's okay. I enjoyed doing it. It was great. They kept trying to come up with it. I mean, I was a good worker, so I'd always do my job, you know, in a timely manner and the whole 9 yards. So I didn't give them a reason professionally to get rid of me. But they wanted to fire me so bad. They just had to justify it, you know. And eventually, I think I did actually make a mistake. We built doors there, like security doors and stuff. And I think I finally made one minor error or something like that on one of the orders. And of course, they made a big deal out of it. And finally got rid of me. They were just waiting to pounce. Oh, he made a mistake. Let's get him. That's okay. I was like, oh, please don't fire me and make me go get a better job. You know? That's the way I'm looking. It's like, oh, God, please don't. You're going to make me get a better job. Damn you. So got myself distracted. I'm supposed to be schwacking these guys. You have to find the right one. There we go. Job done. We did it. And I got a shiny out of it, so can't complain about that whatsoever. There we are. Alright. Well, I think I need to take this here portal. That might be part of the quest. And I think... Oh, yeah. There we go. Oh, what's the cinematic here?
Network, Decimus. Time to make good on your promise.
I am as good as my word, mortal.
I tend to shut up for these things.
I knew it would work.
You are a marvel to me, Arator. Please know how proud I am of the man you've become.
Mother,
I feared that you coming to this place, fighting these horrors, would wear you down, harden your heart, as it has mine.
that could never happen. I have something this darkness could never touch. All those years alone, Mother, I finally have what I always longed for. You.
That is nice. I'm getting teary-eyed. No, that's a good one.
You have your orders. Move out!
They tend to do a very good job on the cinematics in this game. I'll give them credit. And I think that might be the end of the campaign. We'll see. Travel to Silver Moon City. Okay, well, you know, that happens to be where my Hearthstone, I believe, is too. I got so much stuff in my bags here to get rid of. I use LVUI from, so in Midnight, they basically gotten rid of a lot of add-ons that we use in the game, and they've tried to create their own. Yeah. So there's not that many add-ons that work anymore, but I prefer LVUI, and it was buggy and glitchy for a while. And they finally made it now to where they're allowing it. It's just it took a while for Elv to get it to where you didn't get errors every time you turned it on. So that's what all of this is. And the reason I have 3 cubes here in the center of my screen is because I have a 12-button mouse that I use. Hey! Woo! We did it! All right, finally. Now I can do world quests and stuff. World tour, yes. That is where you do mythic zeros, I do believe. All right. We did it. Now, on my alts, I should be able to skip the campaign and go right into doing world quests, and just my preferred method of getting to max level is doing dungeons. Especially if you're a healer. I mean, the queues are so flipping short that you can just power through them. In a day, you can go from 90 to 80 to 90. 90 is the current max level. So I see these lovely purple exclamation points here, so we are going to pick those up. So that's going to be your weekly and world quest and things like that. So we'll go ahead and snag those up real fast. There's so much I want to do right now, but I know I'll have to get off here in a minute. You know? I don't think my child would understand being stranded at school. His daddy was playing World of Warcraft. That would not be great parenting, I don't think. Alright, I will turn in. I see a question mark on my screen, so I will get this turned in. And where? Possibly in there, in this building? It's a distinct possibility. Or not. Oh, it's downstairs, okay. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Silver Moon City got a facelift for this expansion, so that looks nice. It was always a neat place. And here we go. And we'll go and accept that. Oh, praise. That's a new system that they have. I gotta be honest with you. I have like no interest at this time in the whole housing thing. Do you remember garrisons in this game? When we had those? My mates loved garrisons. They, were doing all these things to unlock everything and make it their own, and I just couldn't be bothered. I was too busy. Yeah, I was way too busy raiding and doing all these things than worrying about trying to build up my garrison. So I do confess that. I mean, I'm sure at some point I'm getting all this, I've got loads of furniture that I'm getting, as I go along, just naturally. I'm sure at some point I'll have a whole lot of that stuff, and I finally will sort something out. It just hasn't been a priority for me. But before I end the stream, I'll give you an idea of, I'll show you my character list of what I got. Here we go, World Quest Praise. Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of World Quests, so I will take that reward. So here's what I wanted right here. So now I've got my weekly quests and everything. So this would definitely be a good stopping point. But before I go, yeah, I'll show you my character list here, what I got going on, and what I'm working on in the future of this game. So, yeah, my paladin, he's obviously max level. I do have a DPS mage. Mage is a lot of fun right now. Frost is especially fun to play. All three specs are really good. Druid is probably the meta. That's your probably meta healer for Mythic Plus. Will be okay in raid. And then my other 90 here is Priest, which is middle of the... It's a good healer, actually, right now. Holy is good. Disc is terrible. They could buff Disc and make it right up there with Druid for meta. But Paladin is like an A+ rating. He's not quite S tier like the Druid is. But Paladin's good. Druid's good. Priest is good, just maybe not quite as powerful as Paladin. But Priest is, if you have AO healing, if you need that done in a raid, then you would take a Priest over a Paladin. So I've got him primed and ready to go. Just 2 levels to go on the Shaman. Shaman, they need buffs. Yeah, Fire Mage is actually, in their combustion window, they do a ton of damage. Outside of combustion, not at all. but their combustion's on a shorter cooldown. I think it's like once every minute they have it, so it's pretty often. Monk, so that'll be the next ones that I will level before the mythic raids and all that come out. I will go ahead and level this monk now, and this little Ling Pao, my little monk here, and Evoker is like King Dick raid healer. They have the most throughput in raid. I've never healed with one. But they have some tools that allow them. I think one's called Rewind, and basically, say an entire raid takes damage, they take half their health. Um, if you know the damage is coming and you hit Rewind, I guess it's like using Alter Time for a mage, to where all of a sudden you'll flash back to that time. Woe to be your entire raid. They'll I think it's 30% of their health they get back or something like that when you do it, something like that. But it's like messing with time, and they get 30% of that missing health back instantly. So yeah, like I say, it does a lot. Yeah, Evoker, it was new in Dragonflight. Um, I mean, they're a lot of fun. The DPS version, you're a dragon, and one of your attacks, you'll literally fly above all the enemies and lay down a swath of fire, and they're pretty cool. Um, I do like Evoker. I would put more emphasis on him if he's terrible at Mythic Plus healing. So if you want to be a healer as an Evoker, they are not suited for Mythic Plus. Their kit just doesn't work that well in Mythic Plus. You'd be far better off with the monk. But they're top-notch raid healer. So that's one I will, like right now, even though Shaman's 88, I'll finish him out. Won't be that hard. But I would say I'll probably top off this Evoker and this Monk before I'll finish him out. Because they're just, their kit's all messed up, honestly. Warlock. So Warlock's great at the moment, but he's going to get nerfed. There's no way like Demo is going to not get nerfed. DK. Unholy DK is really good right now. They might leave him alone. I don't know that they'll get nerfed or anything. Demon Hunter. So they have a new spec of Demon Hunter called Devourer Demon Hunter. That is brand new with Midnight. Yeah, so DK it's still good. It's still good. So Frost is okay. It's still Breath of Sindragosa. That's the Frost way to go. They do have an Obliterate build, I guess that's alright. But I think it's still Breath. And I don't know that you're able to keep Breath going for like a minute like you used to be able to do. But I'm pretty sure their playstyle revolves around Breath of Sindragosa. So. And yeah, for Frost DK. But Unholy DK is really, really strong right now. They're more of the demo lock of the Melee world now. They do summon a bunch of pets and stuff, and they're pretty cool. Warrior Arms is a meme. It's that bad. So Arms Warrior, god awful terrible. Fury's good. Prot is good. Arms is ridiculously bad right now. You don't want to play Arms. So they would have to like do a crazy amount of buffs to Arms to make it viable. And yeah, if you want to get to know the capital city because nobody takes you in a group, then play Arms Warrior. Rogue. Rogue's sub's good, and Assassination's good in harder content because their ramp time is still pretty big. So they are good though. So Hunter, yeah, they got majorly nerfed. The last round of nerfs and everything, and Survival is actually the best Hunter, which is a melee class now. So yeah, so Survival Hunter is their best option. It's good. Then they have I would say marksmanship. It does really strong AoE, but its single target is abysmal. And then BM is just meh. It's after the nerfs, they're just not good. They're C tier probably at best. So yeah. But yeah, sub rogue is always so much fun. But your demon hunter, you can use it's called spectral sight, and you can see rogues. So if you get a lot of rogues, I would probably play devour demon hunter in PvP, use spectral sight, and go, ha, see ya. And yeah, that's how much I know about PvP. But yeah, that's kind of the layout of characters. In the U.S., I have all these characters, all, prior to midnight, they're all level 80, they're all maxed out. So for the sake of argument, I probably will level this Warrior's Fury. I'll level my rogue here as sub, and I'll probably level this hunter as survival. But this would be after when I have some downtime and I've accomplished some things. I'm not just going to leave them low level. I'm a completionist in that sense. I'll make sure all these characters are max level at some point. Yeah. I'll do it all in stream. Yep. So my intention moving forward is when I play a game, I'm going to be streaming it. So that's the plan, is to stream all this. But unfortunately, it is that time, my friends, and I do have to start preparing myself to go get my child from school. But thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate the support, and it's very, very, very much appreciated. And all of you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Especially, I'll call you Average. How about that? So, especially Average. It's really been great in talking to you. And hope you have a great day, and you'll have to keep me posted on what's going on in Poland. Hey, and you never know. In the past, I'm trying to get my stupid tablet to work here. So I have actually met up with viewers before, and friends that I stream with and stuff, and so I built computers for them, like people in guilds that I played WoW with. I built Brett and Dina. I built their machines for them. If anyone needs any computer advice, I tend to be the guy that keeps up on what the trends are and what's good and bad. So yeah. Oh, absolutely. That'd be pretty awesome. So you just never know. It very well could happen, and once we get things settled here, we definitely would like to travel. I would definitely love to come see Poland. All right, I will catch you all later, and you have a fantastic day. So, I have been Grudge, you have been great, and I will see you later today, probably. All right, cheers.
times are no more with the paths that we have chosen. And the millions of people I've seen leading lives of routine on this road that takes us nowhere.